And now that Alexa is finished.
Yep.
Jesus.
Hello. He's not finished.
Okay, now I'm good.
Hello, and welcome to episode 29 of the Adventures in Novus podcast. 29 is a number associated with the moon. Why? I don't know. Probably some hippie shit. Our numbers have steadily been going up, and I just want to thank everyone who listens and supports us. We love hearing back from you guys, and keep spreading the good word of this ridiculous podcast. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe on whatever platform you're using. It really helps us grow.
Donate.
All of our platforms and socials are in the notes, and enough is enough. Let's just get this going with a recap from me, your humble game master. The first morning of Baelthor did not disappoint. After some quick shopping for a cloak of resistance for Travis and a scroll of blood transcription for Crick, we'll see if he succeeds in learning that one later, they met the leader of Baelthor, Richard Marks. Call him Dick. They went to warn about the Kalemians having their sights on Baelthor and to learn more about the giant attacks and possible dangers they might meet in the north. On the way to check out where the giants attacked, we met Phyllis. Poor old innocent Phyllis. Someone who helped feed Anders in the past, and all she wanted was honey to make honey bread. This ended up in Travis shooting down a hive, Anders catching the hive in a couple pots and throwing it in poor Phyllis's house, nearly killing her husband. But at the end of the day, hey, she got her honey. Poor Harold.
I delivered on my promise.
Quest complete.
The dumbest way to give someone honey of all time. It's the afternoon of the 27th of Gosran, the 20th day of the journey. You're outside Harold and Phyllis's house. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
I think we're looking for some redemption.
Perhaps we can have a meal and go to the Festival of Redemption. Redemption Day.
Yeah, I made a list. I'd like to partake in this, I guess, ceremony or ritual. I don't know what to call it, but like I said, I want to see what's going on around town tonight. If we can stick around,
Probably closer to an event.
yes, like an event. We're gonna sound good to everybody. We'll head back and see what Benjamin has for dinner, maybe.
Sure. I think this is a good idea.
I am agreeable to that.
I need an ale.
I'll have a beer garden and some street food here.
Alrighty, so you guys make it back to the Cloak and Stagger for a quick recharge, and you'll get your ales and foods, and we'll call it 10 silver.
I'd also like to perhaps lay on hands myself
Yeah,
twice.
you're very badly hurt.
9 hit points.
Nice.
Are you still hurt?
I'm a little scratched up, but you know.
Couple stingers in you?
Yeah, nothing like Harold, let me tell you. Poor sod.
Yeah, he's definitely never going to forgive you.
Or should he?
So what does this lovely gentleman have for us to eat?
If you want to get into specifics...
Not really.
I was just going to give you guys a quick recharge.
Oh, we've had a bit of a day, Benji, let me tell you.
Yeah. Baelthor would, have a wine before this festival and be ready to engage.
You know, this is another opportunity for our festivals and big excitements, yes? Tell me, Benjamin, do you have juice?
I don't know about that.
You be quiet. Crick can party with the rest of them.
Okay.
Do you mean drugs, darling?
No. You know when you have fruits and then you crush them and they make the waters of the fruits and then you drink it and it tastes sweet.
It's like that watermelon smoothie that we had at the breakfast this morning.
All the fruits?
I don't... fruit juice. What you have fruit juice?
Of course. There are many fruits, darling. Would you like strawberry juice, banana juice, or grape juice?
Oh, you have grape.
Oh, I have grape.
Grape
darling.
juice, yes, please.
We'll get you some of that purple stuff.
Purple drink, you say?
All right, with the wine and the purple drink, you guys can do 11 instead of 10 silver. And you're just served some stew and your drinks. Just a normal meal.
You know, we haven't checked in with Arty in a while. I wonder if he's got something to say, maybe.
He probably does.
Maybe he remembers some more of his past.
Yeah, you can roll for that once per day.
Can Arty ask for redemption?
Gotta remember something first.
He's a pure soul. He just wants to kill demons, and he doesn't want to be forgiven for that.
All right, well, let's unsheath him. All right, Sword, say your bit. What do you remember?
Oh, okay, I can try to remember.
15 on the die.
Oh, a 15. So Arty glows green. He goes, Flanders, I think I'm starting to remember something. What was that name you said before?
First off, get me name right. It's Enders.
Oh, yeah, no one cares. Verdant. Yeah, I remember. He was the one who unsheathed before you. Oh, let me think. Oh, yeah, he was awesome. We were defending a place, temple, and there were demons. So many demons. He wasn't like you, though, missing attacks all the time and easily falling unconscious. I mean, look at you. You look like a drunken peasant who found a bunch of pieces of random armor and sewed them together. Verdant kicked ass! And he looked great with shiny armor that reflected the sun. Is he still around? He also let me see the stars at night. We should find him. That's all I can remember right now.
Verdant. Interesting. Probably don't have any knowledge on. I have knowledge nobility. Is he a noble? That doesn't count for anything, does it?
Well, you can try and see if any noble names you remember involve a verdant.
Be the verdant line.
We're all there, right? We heard Arty. We're together.
Oh, yeah.
A fatty natty.
A fatty natty. Verdant is definitely a name you have never heard before.
Can I roll knowledge history?
Yeah, you can roll knowledge history.
Wasted my fatty natty.
19.
A 19. So you try to find any historical significance of a man named Verdant. And again, you've never heard that name before. It seems like a weird name. Very unique.
I've not heard of this person.
Does that mean he's not around anymore?
Maybe. We don't know.
Was he a God-fearing person like Anders? Paladin, perhaps?
He wasn't even like you guys at all. He was a Sovian. A Sovian.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Do I know any Sovian?
Does that mean anything to Anders from 300 years ago?
I rolled poop on my history.
It's
on that.
fine. Like you guys, he seems to be talking of a time that doesn't even exist. It sounds like he's speaking in fairy tales.
Maybe you've been stuck in shit for hundreds of years. Who knows?
Maybe his brain is addled from too many collisions.
We don't know.
Not with you, misser.
Or maybe this verdant isn't from this plane.
Yes, maybe this too.
Everything does look different here, I must say.
Yeah, you said you didn't even recognize any of our faces, races.
Just dwarves and Sovians.
What do Sovians look like?
They're kind of like a mismatch of all of you put into one when I think about it, really.
And then what are dwarves like? Because Baelthor, you said you saw a dwarf down in that special cave place.
I did.
They're short and fat, and they dig really well.
That sounds about right. But what do you mean a mishmash of all of us? Like multiple faces?
I don't know, like ears not as big as an elf's, but a little bit smaller. And everyone was about 5 feet tall, maybe 6. No one was taller than that. And everyone was kind of a grayish hue. Like Verdant, the best.
Perhaps this bears more research later. Maybe we could find a library. Do they have libraries in Betchland?
I don't know.
Not asking. I'm not at.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you wouldn't find me there, so...
Crick, would you know?
I have not been here before. Perhaps they do, but small town on edge of civilization, I think probably not much. Maybe this
Wizard.
wizard character, what was his name?
Randolph.
Randolph, yes. Perhaps Randolph the Orange. He maybe has other knowledges. So if he's still alive, maybe we find him and ask him questions.
Sure, the barman would
idea.
know if there was a library in town.
Yeah, Benji knows.
Sure. I just mean probably not that impactful of a library.
My skill set is not designed for that. Never was much of a reader.
Yeah, it is definitely a mystery.
Since we've all eaten and drank, would everyone like to attend the festival?
Oh, Crick feel very strange right now, full of energies. He wishes to just burst apart. This juice is very nice.
Can we order one to go and then go join the festival?
Yes. One more juice, please.
I think you've had enough, darling. Okay. Just have this one on the house. Just leave.
Crick just like domes it.
Oh my god.
Anders hasn't been refused service at all, but Crick comes in and orders a couple juice.
You can see it like dripping down his cheeks as he's just chugging this glass of juice.
Well, do I have to growl to get another ale as well? Oh, you're getting
Getting status cards.
Is there a juiced status card?
juiced. Testicles shrivel. Unreasonably irritable.
Strength +2.
Strength plus 2.
Dexterity -2.
That's a lot of status
We're
cards.
gonna work there, boyo. Give me whatever you want.
Yeah, just tell them what it
None of them
is.
fit kind of what
You're sugar high.
kind of wanted to give you confused, but for one round. See what you do.
Well, maybe I attack somebody
Yeah.
beside me.
6 seconds. 6 seconds of madness.
This entire episode is just in-party combat in the bar.
Because I drank juice.
Yeah.
Harold walks in.
Oh no, not again.
It gets an Anders backswing.
Yeah.
My Dr. Fingers told me specifically not to get any grape juice in my open wounds.
Yeah.
I think I'll stop by the pub.
There's no way anyone would drink a grape juice on Redemption Day.
Yeah. Are you guys going to return here tonight to take another rest?
Yes, I believe we'll come right back.
Okay, Anders, I'll give you a road beer for free.
Much appreciated.
So you are back out in Betchland, taking it to the streets. And you see people are gathering in the main center of Betchland where the houses of government have their cul-de-sac. And everyone's in this cul-de-sac. And people are excitedly
Jerking off.
It's just a big circle jerk.
They're all writing that down as the thing they're trying to get.
Redemption Day.
One day I can be redeemed for this.
Yeah. People are excitedly singing hymns of praise to Sarenrae and chatting away.
Just imagining doing it all naked, their dicks out.
Besides just waiting for the light to come, there are a few festival games, nothing too cray-cray, but you can bob for a golden apple or a blue apple, the sacred colors of Sarenrae, to increase the chance of your blessing, according to this one Hawkster, demanding 1 copper to participate. Or there's a game of cards where if you pick the dove, sacred animal of Sarenrae, you will get the extra blessing as well, according to these random people who are selling them.
1 copper. What an amateur.
Where did that come from?
Shell shocked.
Yeah. And then there's Jacob selling holy water.
That's my boy.
Miracles bring water. Miracles bring water.
Make your dreams come true.
Actually, Baelthor would know this Jacob, I guess, by name. Eh? Because he's talked about him a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So is he actually there?
Sure.
Oh, boy.
The code word was banana.
Yeah, that's right.
To get discounts.
Yeah. He's got a little stand with a bunch of money signs around it.
And a picture of a chroma with a thumbs up.
Yeah.
The god is in.
I've heard of this one. Jacob, a peddler of Okrama.
Oh, Okrama.
Okrama, you say?
Well, he is employed, I guess, by the false prophet.
Skeeter's man. Right.
I haven't yet recovered from Brother Ripoff. I would prefer not to speak to his acolyte.
Crick go excitedly towards card table.
I was going to try for an apple.
Yes, guy. Go do that. Things are very exciting here, though. And what's this? Crick will now go over to apples instead. He started going to cards, but now he sees apples and he goes with Travis. Everything's so quickly right now. What's happening?
Are you going for the gold one or the blue one?
Cards? The card? Oh, he goes back to cards.
So while Crick is running back and forth, Travis is going to bob for an apple for 1 copper.
Yeah.
Get the golden one, get the blue one. 1 copper to participate. Get your blessing blessed by Sarenrae herself by bobbing for the sacred apple. You, sir. Would you like to bob for an apple?
Watch this. What do I roll?
I need my copper, sir.
Here's 2.
Oh, thank you.
In case I miss. What do I roll?
So there's 20 apples in there. One is blue and one is gold. So you can pick any 2 numbers you want off a D20 and go for it.
What are we feeling here? That's a tough call.
6 and 9.
No, 11 and 3.
All right, let's see what you got. Travis dunks his head in the barrel.
Oh, 16 and 9.
And you come up with a red apple.
Tasty anyway.
Oh, you paid 2 copper. Try again.
Ooh, I get to throw my face down. Getting wet. Oh, 10 and 18.
Oh, close but no cigar. You can keep trying, though. You just keep giving me money and you just keep dunking yourself. It's all up to you.
No, I believe in making some of my own luck.
Okay.
I'm going to eat this apple, though. Can I eat this one?
Oh, yeah, I don't want it after you put it in your
It's
mouth.
been in my mouth, thanks.
So what's Crick doing? Is he deciding on a game?
I wish to play cards.
Okay.
It's very exciting. So many things happening all at once.
Yeah. Pick a card, any card.
This one.
All right. And roll a d6. If you get a 6, it's the card because you didn't finish putting down the rest of the cards.
2.
A 2. It's a hawk. It's not a dove.
Does this mean I win?
No. You must keep spending more money.
Okay, quickly, here. Put down another copper.
Okay. Pick a card.
This one.
Okay. Roll a d6.
1.
It's another hawk.
What about this one?
And he grabs another card,
Copper.
reaches over and puts the copper on the table.
Okay. Roll a d4. He's still not shuffling the cards.
2.
A 2. It's another hawk.
This game's so difficult, but so engrossing.
Rick, ask if you can put down a silver and just grab them all.
Crick don't have silvers, he has coppers, and he has golds.
I'll take a gold.
Oh, okay.
He puts down a gold.
Here, take the whole deck. Congratulations, you are blessed by Saren Ray.
Crick's so good at games.
He totally just gave you a deck of many things. Just slipped it in there.
So Crick grabs the deck and just starts kind of like quickly organizing it from 1 to 13.
Yeah.
I imagine it's a typical deck of cards anyway.
Sure.
And he goes all the suits, all the numbers together, and ordered in suits: diamond, clubs, hearts, spades.
Yeah, and you can add
in whatever version of this they have.
yeah, you can add a deck of cards to your inventory.
Crick's OCD.
Yeah.
He's all hopped up on juice.
Yeah.
So is this whole avenue just peddlers?
Yes.
Or he's going to ask, like, Anders, since
Oh,
they're standing next to each other.
Well, you see, what I remember of that area being right outside the bars, I would go and relieve myself over there and puke over there and
Good to
pass
know.
out over there towards the benches.
Roll an intelligence check and see if you remember any of the 20 redemption days you may or may not have seen.
A natural 1.
So you must have been passed out. There's no way you made it to like sunset in those days.
You have the same scroll that you just wrote redemption to end, like you never
Yeah.
actually ever had anything on it.
It's all poppycock.
Where is this redemption that we're supposed to be experiencing?
As you say that, voices start rising and people start singing more in harmony as the sun starts to dip behind the mountains.
Anders was gonna kind of slink off a bit stealthily so none of his party could notice him dip away.
Okay.
Going after Harold.
Finish the job.
Just punches him right in the mouth.
Gotta get it done before I have to be redeemed.
No, he's gonna slink off and he's gonna write out a few things.
Alrighty.
It's a paper.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I guess, yeah, everyone's distracted, so you don't really even need to sneak off. Crick is clearly distracted, and Travis was playing some games, and Baelthor is probably staring down Jacob. So
100%.
it was an easy slip away for Anders to write down some things for Redemption Day, a much needed Redemption Day for him. And as you start doing that, you realize that the hymns are getting louder. People are singing more together as the anticipation of the sun setting behind the mountains starts to rise. You even notice a naked orc named Bopper looking for a new lease on life, swinging pieces of paper in the air.
I've seen that horn before.
So Bobber would have like 2 chicks on his side.
Big gold chain.
He's already made something for himself and like
He's got the Ken fur coat with like the double sunglasses.
Massively wealthy and powerful now already.
still naked otherwise.
Yeah. And the rest in attendance, fully clothed, are also holding up the parchment with the sins and promises to be better. Some with one hand with the paper in the air, and the others are holding up symbols of Serenre. Everyone is waiting. It's the last moments before the sun starts to set behind the Dragonspine Mountains. As the anticipation mounts, a sudden explosion of light fractures the sky. Gasps and then shock ripple through the onlookers. You get the feeling like something unexpected happened this time around, or that it's bigger than before. The thunderous roar reverberates with the fury of an awakening volcano, yet the people stand undaunted, their fervor undiminished. They perceive this radiant phenomenon as an even grander benediction from their revered deity. A profound hue of deepest purple illuminates the heavens, then veers southward over Betchland, its luminous trail fading into the distance just to the south. Joyous cries erupt from the townsfolk as the ethereal light glides overhead and beyond the southern horizon. It leaves behind a lingering sense of awe and wonder.
Very beautiful celebrations here.
Does anything happen to because Travis he had written some things down earlier, so he had his page up in the sky. Did anything happen? Did he feel anything, or was there?
Oh, you definitely felt awe. You've never seen something like that before. Are you a religious man, Travis?
Travis, he's not overly religious, but he definitely knows his deity because, like you said, he had that instilled to him by his mom. Travis feels a decent connection religiously, but it's just to his deity, Gozray.
You definitely feel in awe and excited. The notes are more symbolic than anything, so it's up to you whether you are going to take this as a blessing and change some things, or since you don't follow Serenre or anything, and you're kind of borderline religious, it's really up to you what you do with this after.
Okay.
Anders has tears streaming down his face.
Oh, so Anders got the feels. And I bet Crick and Baelthor are more just curious.
Well, you can see, if anybody's watching, Baelthor was just standing there watching this thing, and in his right hand, you see a piece of paper that he didn't raise up. And then as the event sort of ends, he sort of like crumples the paper up and like drops it.
Oh, okay. He's not feeling the ceremony. Bunch of poppycock.
Does Crick see this?
I would say you are looking at the light and the explosion and the reverberation. I don't think you'd have any reason to be checking out Baelthor's hands.
Okay.
Shifty fingers.
Yeah. The crowd seems satisfied, and people start to go back inside, excited for their new leases on life. Some leave to continue the party elsewhere.
Friends, Crick very tired all of a sudden. I don't know what's happening. I felt tons of energies, but now none. I've not experienced this before.
Anders, you definitely cannot see Gresslania from Betchland, as it is deep in the Dragonspine Mountains. But something's telling you through your tears. You feel it in your bones. And the pendant of a chroma then gets hot and vibrates on your chest. That darkest of purple light, you feel like it came from Gresslania.
Anders notes this for himself.
Wasn't that supposed to be a sunbeam?
Yeah, I don't know if it was supposed to be that color or anything like that, but the people who see it every year didn't seem too concerned.
It comes over the mountains from the north whenever the sun sets in the northwest. So it didn't come from the sun.
It didn't come from the sun.
No.
That doesn't seem right. Perhaps this is something else. Something ominous.
It's evil. I may not have the strongest evil compass anymore, but if I've ever seen evil, that's it. It's supposed to be bad, right? It's purple, dark purple, you said?
What you know is that it's been happening for a long time. You know that this one happened bigger than years before. but it didn't seem to faze anyone in the crowd, as they see it as a sign from their god. And you know in your bones that it came from the direction where you believe Grislania to be.
Yeah, because I don't know. Because there's only bad things happening in Grislania.
Yeah. It's all very confusing. Like, it could just be something that started happening after you left Grislania, and then the people of Betchland saw it as a good thing. They interpreted it as a good thing when really it could be, I don't know, a timer
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
of some sort.
Yeah, I'll stand by that. I mean, Andrew's evil compass is broken anyway, so even if he's wrong.
Yeah, and that could just be crazy thoughts in your head.
Yeah.
So, something to note. And you guys are all left standing in the evening in the middle of this cul-de-sac.
Friends, Crick needs slips times. Something not right with his head. I must take my leave. Good night, fellows. Goodbye.
He just turns and starts walking back to the tavern.
I will accompany him. We need to have an early start tomorrow anyway, so we should take our rest.
Should we take this gift basket over to Phyllis and Harold? I'm joking.
Get well.
Get well soon. You give him some little like blueberries and he's allergic or something.
Yeah, mismarked potion. It's totally not.
Here's some miracle spring water.
Gets a rash.
Well, I don't know about you lads, but I'm not feeling much redeemed at the moment. And, like you said, we got things to do tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe redemption, maybe it's not an instant thing. Maybe it's a journey. So don't stop believing.
Or maybe there are some things you don't need to be redeemed for.
Oh, there's a lot, Baelthor.
Yeah, sexing. I have it on there. Smoking. Is it? Oh, right. Still not comparing this. Okay, thanks.
All right, so you guys make your way back to the Cloak and Stagger. And are we just going to go to our rooms and call her a day?
Yeah, I think we should get a
Yep.
move on, right?
Yep.
We have our own rooms here?
Yeah.
Anders, may I please borrow this bee pot?
Sure, if you want.
Thank you.
It's still got bees inside it.
Why is the nest still in here? The hive.
And Crick's going to go to his room with the iron pot from Anders and begin a ritual.
Oh, Jesus. What is this ritual?
So, with the new scroll, the blood transcription, Crick's going to try to learn it. Wizards can just read a scroll and copy it and write it down into their spell book, but witches have a little bit of a different process. Normally they can try to feed it to their familiar, but Crick doesn't have a familiar. He has a mask. So he's going to do a ritual where he basically crushes and burns the scroll and like grinds it into paste inside the pot and does some incantations. It takes 2 hours of him working on this,
Okay.
in which time the scroll is burned and destroyed, and its ashes are used to create a special brew, a powder that Crick then eats to try to gain the powers of the spell.
Just more weird shit from Crick. Go on.
Anders walks in. Can I borrow a... Oh. Is that booze? No. Anders learns the spell.
Yeah.
So, at the end of this, I have to... Crick must roll a spellcraft check. DC 15 plus spells level 2. So 17 DCs. Not easy.
No, and you can't do it again. So this is your one shot.
Yes, if check fails, the process went awry. And spell is not learned, but scroll still consumed. It is now destroyed. So, Crick hoping for best.
What is your spellcraft?
Spellcraft 9, but 10 for learning from scrolls. So he rolled 10, so 20, which is enough.
Oh, and he gets it.
Oh, Crick knowing how to do this spell now could come in handy. This might be nice. Now must find other casting spell peoples. Baelthor? No, not Baelthor. Then he go to slips.
So any nighttime routines? What does Anders have on his mind right now?
Anders is going through a lot after that redemption ceremony. He had surreptitiously written down a number of things on a piece of paper. You know, the many failings that he feels he's had.
What were they?
Well, you know, the failing of his hometown and allowing his family and friends to all be slaughtered. And failing his sister and, you know, failing Betchland.
Hilariously enough, he forgot to write down Harold.
Well, on that list, it is a low thing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Harold gets the shaft.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. And what did Travis write down?
Travis just had a list. It was sort of his slight laundry list of things that he was like, I want to be redeemed for that. On the list was drinking, smoking, killing, sexing, leaving home, lying, and bees. He feels kind of bad for that.
Yeah. So we'll see how long until you do those same things yet again.
Yeah, and the line was kind of about him being a dwarf and stuff, because he keeps now hearing about these other dwarves that might be out in the world. So he's very curious, but he's still not super eager to tell everybody. But he does kind of want to talk about it. So especially because now we've heard about these Sovians and these people that lived before. And he said there were dwarves then. So I'm like, whoa, dwarves go back way farther than anybody's ever talked about.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely not in any written history that you guys know about. So it is a different dimension or a time long, long ago.
Mm-hmm. And as he's going to bed, Travis is going to still kind of keep reaching out with his mind now, trying to bring into question like all of the stuff that he knew, but now it's a much further connection to something so much older than just like his mom and the dwarves back in his village.
Nice. And you're definitely getting better at meditating and connecting. I am not ignoring this. Baelthor, what did you crumple up and throw on the ground?
It was a page from a journal. And there was only one name on that page. William Lyon.
Ooh. You're Crick, you're not Will. You have no idea who Will is.
That burdensome guilt.
Yeah. Well, apparently not, as it's crumpled up and on the ground in the cul-de-sac. Or still in your pocket. I don't know. What'd you do?
It's on the ground.
Yeah, it's on the ground. Perfect.
Yeah, you just dropped it.
Just like dead Will.
Just left it behind.
Dead, crippled Will. So you guys have another peaceful sleep, and you wake up to an overcast day, not raining though. And it is the 27th of Gosren, the 21st day of the journey. You can expect another continental breakfast. What?
Is it 28 now?
28th.
What did it say, 27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
It's 28th is written there.
Yeah. I'm just dyslexic.
Well,
It is the 28th day of the journey.
It's the 82nd day of the journey. The 82nd of Gosren.
it's the umpteenth day.
It is the 28th of Gosran, the 21st day of the journey. You've made 3 weeks. You can expect to see another continental breakfast at the bottom of the stairs. Anders, are you doing your double A on hands, your morning ritual?
Indeed I am. Quite vigorously. That's
And-
what I call redemption.
Yeah. And everything you need is at the main floor there.
Everything I need.
Yeah, tea, pastries, honey.
Hey, it's no longer redemption day. We have business to do today, but I need a little bit of an eye-opener, so, get it going.
Yeah, you can be sure there's an ale waiting for you.
Down at the table, Travis is going to pull out a couple of gold coins, whatever, and he's going to start put like a mug in the middle of the table and just keep trying to flick him in like a game. Either bounce him in or flick him in.
Yeah. That redemption day was a banger. Did everyone have fun?
Oh, Crick head hurting very too much.
Oh, how about I get you a water, dearie?
Please, maybe 2 waters.
Okay.
I think one, maybe double waters.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, and he hands you a glass of water. It's a double.
thank you, thank you.
Crick, when are you going to learn to, hair of the dog? I told you.
Dogs? Wait, I don't want dogs here. Dogs are very nice creatures, but not for morning and when drinking waters.
You just need to drink one water in between each juice.
What? But they're water in juice. I don't understand.
I was very clear.
I think Crick just not having nice day. Maybe you Crick's crew lead themselves today, I think. This might be good ideas as we go find giants. Okay, leave Crick alone.
Yeah, I got eyes on tracks.
Yes, perhaps we should make our way up the north of town.
I think so. This fine. Yes, you decide. Friends decide.
All right, so you guys are going to go right at it and return to the tracks north of the wall. And your DM is going to piss.
Crick is going to pull a hood of head over eyes, trying the light is hurting him.
So we're off to find the tracks of the giants. You guys leave the cloak and stagger, and everyone you pass in town on the way seems quite content or hungover. It's hard to tell.
How many people are starting new lists like right away?
No one's starting a new list. Definitely lots of time to recommit their sins and make new lists. It was a very exciting redemption day, so there's some chatter about that. There's no question in any of their minds that there is any danger. Everyone believes that they had the best blessing from Sarenrae ever. So you reach the north gate, and Gerald is there doing his rounds and sees you guys. You be going outside to track the giants.
Aye.
Yes, we be doing this now.
Oh, so you speak pirate.
Crick was just practicing.
Oh, this is very good practicing. Open the gates, landlubbers! You may pass through, but we will be closing the gates right behind you.
Land lubbers? He's a land lubber.
No, he's a former pirate. He's got a whole backstory.
You didn't even ask about it.
Yeah, no one cares about Gerald and his backstory.
Excuse me, Gerald.
Oi!
Please give us entire history of you.
Oh, I would love to.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Oh,
I just wanted to get your hopes up. No, we have a timer to attend to.
maybe one day.
If we didn't have this timer to deal with, we would do this first.
That is a vicious DM who sets the timer, says I.
Oh my god.
So you start to venture north from Betchland.
Just as a point of note, when we get away from the city, he'll spend a minute and bring Maggie in.
Yep.
Okay.
Quantum timers.
Whoop.
Oh, okay, you're taking a moment here. Okay, yes, good idea. We recognize this now. No problem. Actually, Travis, perhaps while he do this, maybe you be one to hold this sipling rod. I think it might help you with guiding us, which you must be one doing this, I think.
You want me to hold your rod?
I wish very much for you to hold my rod.
This wooden rod.
This wooden rod, yes, it stick out. Here.
Okay. I'll take it, but I don't understand magic much. So what does it do? I saw this is where we got the berries from.
You know, for the tree to make, Crick can do this, but it not happen for another, 5 days or so.
Yeah.
But in meantime, it also give nice little helping, I think, to how you find trails and tracks and things like this. I know you very good, but it just help.
Oh, it's like a divining rod or whatever it's called.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, Eric's happy because it can find water.
Exactly.
Would you two stop handling each other's rods? We got things to do.
You want your rod in on here? You got a rod?
No.
If you not have rod, you leave us out of it. We doing rods now.
Yeah. It's a hot rod.
This is a weird thing to come into.
Oh, welcome, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
Oh my god, it's the Cyclops! Attack!
Nice.
Settle down, Jerry.
We went 10 feet outside the gates.
They're still closing the gate.
They're on the outpost, just shooting arrows down at us.
You hear in the background, I used to be a pirate intercepting ships from Norg to Erig.
You get summoned.
He just NPC starts telling his story.
Yeah, just forces the backstory.
Knocks down all the work they were doing to rebuild the wall accidentally.
I just hit 1 and skip through whatever.
And now I'm here in Betchland.
What an amazing story. I'm crying.
All right. So as you venture north from Betchland, the first leg of your journey northward, it is very easy to follow the giant tracks and many tracks of the force sent from Betchland to find those that were taken. Couple hours in, the tracks start getting harder and harder to read. And further north, the air grows colder and the landscape more rugged. Towering peaks loom above you, and behind them, even bigger ones, and they cast deep shadows, even with the overcast sky, over the rocky terrain. To follow these tracks further, we will need a survival check.
As we've been traveling along, have we seen any other sign of footprints of the group that followed, I'm presuming, these footprints to try to find the people that were taken?
Yep. So for the first couple hours, you easily followed the giant tracks and the many smaller tracks going in the same direction. And as the ground grew harder and more rocky, the tracks started fading a bit. And now it would take an expert to kind of decide where they kept going.
Yeah, because it's so hard. So the smaller people, the less heavy people don't make it the same footprints or anything.
So hard.
Allow me to help you.
Yeah.
And you have the map with it, which is another +2. We'll give you that.
Great timing for that. You got AIDS for Maggie.
Do you want an aid?
Yeah. I want to see how we can get this.
Crick don't want to help with this. He already give you a road.
And his aids?
41.
You find their ancestors.
Why don't you just tell me who you're looking for?
Just show us your notes.
Yeah.
I get to peek the DM screen.
Yeah.
For many hours of your practiced meditation, you see the spirits of 2 giants and 24 and a wizard, people from Betchland, following along, going through the mountains into a crevasse.
Well, I'm picturing like Witcher styles, like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
You sense it all, baby.
Okay.
I try to look cool as I do it. I'm just like squinty.
Yeah. It's very easy for you to follow these tracks despite the hardness of the ground.
Only I can see this, so I'm picturing everybody. But I'm bringing them along and say, we're going to follow these tracks, and I'm showing them where we're going. But then we're going into this crevasse.
Baelthor, do you see these tracks he's pointing out? I don't see them. But
No, I do not, but Maggie is quite perceptive.
well, Trev is quite good at this thing, but it's just strange. I look at the ground, I don't see track.
Just looks like rocks to me.
Me too.
Every now and then you see Travis kind of squat down too, and he's kind of moving very slowly and just shuffling along a little bit and going, yeah, checking it. And he can sort of still try to see where those ghosts are going.
Yeah, broken twig here. Slight indentation there.
I stopped to pee right here.
Giant piece, just like a river.
Also, Baelthor, perhaps you coming at different times. Maybe you know here. I wish to know. What do you know of Doom?
Like the adjective.
No, not just this, but maybe that too.
The noun.
The coming Doom. It's coming. You know of this, yes?
Smells like piss over here.
Anders just walks by.
up, yeah.
What a familiar smell. No, I have not heard of this coming doom.
Perhaps you do, but you don't say. You bring tidings of Calum coming from other places, and suddenly they coming to Bitchland, but never before they come to Bitchland. This not good, you see?
It's their expansionist mentality.
Sure, but why Bitchland, you see? Correct, coming from formerly Blackstown, Orktown, yes? And now you hear Orangetown now. But Crick being told by ancestors many times that Doom coming. This why Crick come cross country, telling everyone.
Perhaps the doom that your ancestors speak of is Kalam itself.
It might be, yes, but this what I mean. I'm not Crick not sure. Is just Callum? Is maybe something bigger, worse? Maybe something not big at all, but Crick not entirely sure.
It's the same theory that we have with these giants. It could be just the giants coming in, but there's probably something else behind the scenes.
Yes, maybe not just kill him. Maybe much worse than kill him. Maybe getting Callum and giants and all others making dooms.
Well, apparently from that story we heard, the bandits were asking for help against demons. Not like Maggie, but proper demons. That could also be tidings of the so-called doom. I'm willing to believe it.
Ancestors sure of this. This not debatable truth. It just is truth. We're not necessarily sure what doom means, but doom coming.
And we must do work to find out, shouldn't we?
Yes, indeed. Baelthor, you have right mindset. Crick appreciate yes.
Anything we can do to stop the horrors that this world brings?
Yes. Okay, we better catch up. We follow Travis.
As we've been going, I've been trying to look at the map. The direction that I can tell that we're going in, are we getting towards any of the barbarian places or anything? Is it coming on any sort of where I might think is any danger?
Well, first, I would like to know if Anders overhears any of this and has any input about, let's say, demons, light, Grislania, this area, doom.
I think just in terms of hearing, as you just pointed out, you were like, what? You just walked by.
I was walking by, yeah.
I think you would have probably heard that neither of us were
Yeah, we
being
weren't
quiet.
whispering.
Yeah.
I've seen these demons firsthand, and enough of them tossers I could see causing quite the doom. So, yes,
You've encountered demons before.
yes, my homeland was overrun with them.
Have you not heard his backstory?
No,
Episode
but I'm sure
3.
I can hear it somewhere or read it.
Check the Patreon and all. Check the socials and you can find it too.
So are you going to tell him everything from episode 3 and relay this information, or are you being quiet?
We got a bit of time while we're journeying here, so I turned to Baelthor, I guess, as we're walking. I remember it like it was yesterday.
And then you
Insert entire clip.
We'll pause this recording and then you can go back and
episode 3, I think around the 35 minute,
Yeah.
35 minute something. Yeah.
So yeah, you basically left Grislania and then came back to find it destroyed, essentially.
Yes, we were called out of town for, apparently there was bandits, something of the like, in the outskirts, and we came, me and my elite paladin unit, and we were ambushed. As we were ambushed and all my men were cut down, I managed to escape back to the city of Grislania, my hometown, and it was completely on fire and just completely destroyed. Well, not completely destroyed, but I made my way inside and saw the carnage everywhere.
you told us that's when Okrima failed too.
Yes, sorry, I forgot to mention that, yes, our powers had failed us during that very ambush, and clearly had failed us in the city as well.
In these very mountains.
As you tell Baelthor this story, you can see that he's visibly crying. Not like sobbing, but he's got tears coming down like from his eyes.
Just like the rest of us when we heard Anders' backstory.
Yeah.
As you're saying this, and Maggie as well, even though she's probably up at the front with Travis, looking for the tracks and everything. As you see Baelthor reacting this way, like he's not sobbing, he's just standing there listening stoically, but he's crying. She turns and looks and stares, but doesn't move. And he just kind of waits for you to finish.
I would have stopped too and sort of listened to this because obviously I've heard this story as well. So Travis just kind of nods his head and goes, "This is the road we're on."
Right, and there's a lot of wrongs I have to right surrounding this, this matter.
Did your family survive?
But no, my father was, he was eviscerated right there on the front steps of the guardhouse, trying to protect the people. And, well, I know of my one sister surviving, but that's about it. It didn't look good. My young page, Teddy, he was dealt an unfair hand, let's just say. I'll spare you the details. But, yeah, it's just me. I guess my sister.
That's what brought us to Betchland, actually.
I woke up and I was in Betchland. Learned sometime later that it was actually 300 years into the future from my era. So it's all been quite the shock, let me tell you. So if I'm a little out of sorts at times, if I have an outburst, if I'm unfair to you, then my apologies ahead of time. I'm a little tortured, you could say.
I understand, I think. Yeah, I do.
Well, I appreciate you hearing me out. And, I hope maybe now my insanity makes a little bit more sense.
So no one's going to question why Baelthor is crying. We don't have to. We can keep moving on. Just crying from the story of Anders. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it.
Yep.
Now it's
Yeah.
fine to just
All right.
Quick notice, but it's not time for questions.
Yeah. And you noticed something funny early on at the bar as well.
What Crick, I would say, would notice after the story's over, they're sort of walking. Baelthor will go and just, place his hands up to under his eyes, and then look down at his hands, very confused.
You know those tears, yes?
He looks up at the sky. You sure it's not raining?
No, not rain.
It's odd.
Are they salty?
He'll put it up to his mouth. Yes.
Ah.
It's weird. And then his hand is just sort of shaking a little bit.
That's odd.
So the group presses on. And this trail at this point is easy to find a couple hours later, as you are essentially in between two mountains in a forced path with Travis's 42.
Which is 41.
41 over.
Oh, 41. With Travis's 41.
If you've rolled the 42, we found God.
He's led you quite well into this area.
Neighbors of Phyllis.
Found the answer.
And there's only one way to go. And you guys keep on going as afternoon goes on and late afternoon goes on, and you are still in this crevasse. I'm going to need a perception and survival check.
Just the one survival from Travis, for instance, or
Well, perception first.
24 for Maggie.
Okay.
15, Crick.
Travis got a 19.
9 for Baelthor.
I think the Baelthor just walks around, just looking at whatever he wants to look at. Doesn't really pay attention to anything and just lets Maggie do everything.
Yeah. She's got the one giant eye for a reason.
19 for perception.
So you all hear a bird call, and Maggie sees a small rock fall down from high above. It's about 20 feet up there. And a very small pebble just kind of falls down. What is your survival check, Travis?
I hadn't rolled it. Nice. It'd be a 27.
With a 27, you can tell that bird call is not a bird call. It's imitated.
On you guard, boys. Think we got some trouble.
Okay, what happening?
Well, Travis wants to look around to sort of, knowing that people are more above us, is there a good place to be?
You are in a crevasse in between two mountains. In the
We're out in the open.
terrible spot. If you've seen the movie 300,
Yeah.
you can basically know where you're at.
Or
Maggie saw a small pebble falling down the mountain, and you heard a bird call that sounded to everyone but you like a bird call.
Travis, you sure? This sounds like bird.
I had a 24, so
24 what?
survival.
Oh, you rolled as well?
Oh, I thought we were all supposed to.
No, that's okay. I thought that you guys were 8. No. My bad. With a 24, Anders also notices that something was just off with that bird call.
Both of you.
So wherever the pebble fell, Maggie will turn to the group out loud.
There's something up there.
And Baelthor would like to whip out his wand and cast mage armor on Maggie.
Okay.
If he has the time.
Travis is going to ready his bow.
Anders will talk to the sheathed sword. Quiet sword, we got danger. And he's gonna unsheath him.
Okay.
Above the cliffs, 20 bandits appear with drawn bows, and 5 arrows shoot out, blocking your path from going anywhere further north.
Losers can't even hit trees.
Maybe we don't continue. Who are you?
Crick calls out.
You see a human jump down 20 feet from the top and land behind the 5 arrows.
They take.
Someone else roll it.
Maybe they have the Cat's Grace thing.
He would have taken 6 damage, but he seems fine. For the super nerds out there.
I want his boots.
And a hooded man stares you guys down. We'll give him an acrobatics check.
Whatever. Just you don't even need to.
He nails it.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
What a poser.
Oh, very impressive. I am Crick. Who are you?
The man gets up after finishing his descent, pulls his hood back, and he says, "My name is Anders Madronis. What are you doing in these lands?"
You what?
Hold on, good friend. One moment, if you will. Thank you. Please explain. This name you have, it sounds very strange to our ears.
I don't think I stuttered. Anders Madronis.
The world famous Anders Madronis?
Is this some sort of prank, stranger? I have 20 bows pointed at you and your group right now. I'd say it's time to be serious.
Agreed. One question though. And then yes, of course, we be serious the whole time.
He holds his hand up.
Where is it exactly that you learned this name? Cause this not your name. We know this name.
I was named by my mother.
Oh, very interesting. In that case, friends, please hold weapons down. We listen to this nice man, Anders Madronis.
He's like, looks at you kind of confused. Like this wasn't an exchange he was expecting at all. And he slowly brings down his hand.
Yeah, Travis puts his bow away.
What are you talking about?
How old are you, Anders?
I am 20. What does this have to do with anything? He puts his hand back up again.
I just wanted to know if you wanted a drink.
Perhaps it's time for you to speak,
Yes,
our armored friend.
Crick, just look over at Anders. Our Anders. Not say words, but just looking, waiting.
Let me ask a question. Your mother's name wouldn't happen to be Tonya, would it?
He slowly puts his arm down again. How the hell do you know that name?
Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Anders Madronis.
Uncle Andy.
Uncle Andy.
The first of his name.
That can't be true. My uncle died 20 years ago. Prove you're him.
Just throw up.
That would not do what we want.
I have a pendant of Okrama. Do you know Okrama?
You could have stolen that anywhere. What is your father's name? Where did you come from?
My father was Lawrence. I came from Grislania. And watch your tone, boy.
He rolls a sense motive. You got a 2. But that doesn't really matter.
But he thinks he knows.
Yeah. Okroma, guide me. This cannot be true.
Oh no, not more of them.
You can see Baelthor and Maggie share a look.
Yeah, he's just crying again.
Young Anders whistles, and the people on the ledge relax their bows. Uncle Anders, how are you alive? My mother says you died under your horse. She was captured looking for help. She told me she came back, and when she looked for you, she only found blood.
Well, yes, I was rescued and brought to Betchland, where I slowly recovered and withered away into the haggard fool you see before you.
You can see young Anders is carefully studying you up and down, taking it all in. Still a slight look of shock on his face. What have you been doing for 20 years?
I've been pissing it away. Well, up until recently. I met these lads. We've been doing right by the world.
You've been doing fine work lately, Anders.
They are the heroes of Feyhaven.
I don't know what any of this means. I'm just very confused. Pulls up his hand again.
Perhaps it's worth taking him to meet your mother.
Yes, tell me. What of Tanya?
Young Anders takes a step forward. Tonya is on the front lines, my dear uncle.
The front line of what?
Do you not remember what happened in Grislania?
Well, absolutely, I can't stop thinking about it.
What makes you think why this world is not overrun by demons at this very moment?
Well, I figured that maybe they just didn't have the numbers to really spread out.
They don't have the numbers because your sister took over a bandit tribe and dedicated it to protecting the world from what comes out of Grislania.
That's bad ass.
I still am confused about this word bandit. I don't think you're using it right.
That's what the stupid betches in Betchlin think. Without us, Betchlin would already be overrun. Since then, the demons have been growing bolder. There's a dark light emanating from the middle of Grislania now, and those idiots think it's a blessing from Serenray.
You mean this purple light? Yes, violet, I believe.
I don't know, I'm a little colorblind, but it's dark and it's ominous.
I told you it was evil.
You did, yes.
Something is happening, and we don't know what. And he throws a demon head on the ground in front of your feet. This is what we were bringing to Betchlin to prove that those narrow-minded, dumbass hippies would not believe the threat is right above them.
Oh, the sword is out.
Yeah. I told you fucking demons are everywhere and they're coming to take over the world and you wouldn't listen. What the fuck is that?
This is my sword.
Also, Maggie's standing there.
This is my sword, Arty.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Maybe there's better place for Enders and Enders to have speakings, yes?
Well, actually, do you know anything about any giants coming through? Any cyclops?
Oh, very good question, yes.
That's we were tracking some cyclops up here. They've been wrecking Betchland.
There is so much going on right now. We know of the giants. We know where they are. We know where the people of Betchlin went.
Can you tell us?
This would be very nice.
Anders, I think we must have a word together. I don't know these people or your sword. Leave that behind too.
Gladly. Well,
And maybe if we can help the people of Betchland, we can, turn them on to our plight with these demons. Anyway, just throwing that out there.
Good idea.
He holds his hand up again.
I also have weed.
He puts his hand out.
He points at you.
Takes the
Get him!
Anders would like to sense motive before agreeing to leave his sword behind and walk off with this man that claims to be his nephew.
I could kill you now. It would be no bother. If I wanted to, you'd be dead.
13.
You have no reason not to think that this is your nephew, although part of you realizes that he's the one that's been doing the questioning, and you've given him good information, but maybe he's a fake Anders Madronis. You don't know. You could ask him some questions as well.
So technically, if we're going by what he actually said, he basically said he's the bad guy.
Really, there is no choice to be made. We are vastly outnumbered. It's not like I can make a stand here anyways. So, if the boy wants to speak, I'll certainly be open to a conversation. I would like assurances that my friends will not be harmed in any manner while I'm absent.
You guys are just walking like
Oh, we're not
out of yeah.
So, first things first.
Sheath Arty.
And yes, Arty will be sheathed. So, young Anders, you say my sister, your mother, is on the front line fighting these horrible demons. You're a stout young lad. What are you doing all the way over here, allowing your mother to fight the front lines for you? You're some boy named after me. I certainly wouldn't allow this. What are you doing here?
He kind of points to the head. We are losing this war. We have been sent to Betchlin on a most important mission to gain any help against the demons that are coming from Grislania.
They're of the opinion that you're bandits. Why would they help you?
Because they're fucking idiots. They don't understand anything happening north of those walls.
And they're just gonna listen to you now?
We hope so. We are in dire need. We are losing this battle, Anders. We will show you to the giants if that is your wish. You don't have to trust me. If your mission is to find these giants and those excuses for soldiers that they sent after those people that were taken, I will show you personally. If you promise me to take this head and convince that communist asshole that there is a greater threat than anything on this planet, than anything in Novus, is directly north.
It's capitalism.
We are socialist.
Look, the last time I went ranting and raving through the streets of Betchland about demons, let's just say it didn't turn out well for me. They don't listen to me there about that. I mean, maybe the head will change some things, but really, you ought to be fighting.
I have fought, Anders.
And what of your father? Who is your father?
My father is dead. I never knew my father. Your sister, my mother, killed him when I was young. Do you remember your sister, Anders? She is quite resourceful, and it wasn't long before she killed who raped her and took over the bandits and gave them a purpose.
Well, she was always stronger than I was.
Kind of like Arya from Game of Thrones.
Well, I can't allow her to be at risk.
Anders, who are you? You say you are my uncle. You say you came from Gresslania. Your sister risks her life every day because you failed that battle 300 years ago, and she fights demons every fucking day to make sure that this world is not taken over. And you are talking like some poppycock fool who does not understand the risk of what I am fucking telling you.
I am a fool. Been a fool for many years.
That's not how she described you when I was young. You were a hero, the guard captain of Gresslania, the best paladin she had ever fucking seen. And right now, I do not know who I am talking to, but I'm thinking I need another sense motive right about now.
Another sense motive.
And it shall sense motive.
No, from him.
You. Well, Anders will defend sense motive.
So I guess because they grew up here, he's got a different accent too.
Well, his bandit accent.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna have to practice my Tonya British accent.
I think it's fine, but the sister might have to have.
Yeah, no, she'll have a British accent.
I think it's fine that he's like this.
Yeah.
Especially because he's dropping in a couple of words that Anders.
Yeah, the
uses,
poppycock.
So I think it's fine. Poppycock, exactly. But the accent, I think, is fine. But the sister better have one.
Yeah. What is your purpose, Anders? What were you born to do? Tell me. Because my purpose is protecting this goddamn world from an invasion that you could not stop. And all I'm asking is that you bring this fucking head back to Betchland and get us some help. And I will show you where these giants are, as apparently all you do nowadays are these little itty-bitty quests that mean nothing while we protect this fucking world.
What was I born to do? I mean, who are you to question me? I was born to stand, to fight, and to fucking die.
Well, for 20 years, you have drank and puked and done nothing while I have done those things.
I was ordered to run. I was ordered to run like a fucking coward.
Are you gonna keep running, Anders? Or are you gonna join the fight?
That's what I'm trying to do. You want me to run back with a fucking head?
No, I want to show you the giants and stuff first, and you can do that stupid little mission, and then bring the head back to bring a bigger fight.
You want me to just...
I'm telling you, we're losing, Anders. It's not long.
I finally know where my sister is now, and you want me to just do other things instead of save her, defend her.
She does not need saving. You need to meet her again. We need arms. We need people.
You want me to get Betchland's finest to come help. And the bad news is they already sent their finest. The same soldiers that you've already derided. Who do you think that they have left? The boy with the pitchfork?
I did not deride these.
Thought he did.
Yes, he did.
What?
Said you talked smack about
He
him.
was talking shit about the 25 people they already sent and their excuses for soldiers.
Yeah, because
That's deriding them.
deriding. Oh, I
You
thought
didn't mean
meant-
killing them.
Yeah. I thought you
To
meant
ride and dirty.
I thought you meant kill them.
No. Talking shit about him.
Yeah.
It's divide.
And now you're asking for help from this place, and they've already sent their best.
Yeah.
Like, who do they got left?
Desperate times, Anders. Desperate times require desperate measures.
If I'm going to get any help from Betchland, it's going to be a quid pro quo. They've got a giant problem. What do you know of these giants? I need everything.
We know these giants are being controlled, Anders. They are not like the other giants. They walk like zombies through these mountains, and they come back with 2 prisoners.
What do they do with these prisoners?
We just hear screams in the mountains, but I know where those screams come from. I could lead you there. You will not find it on your own.
Who controls these giants?
That is a great question, Anders. One that is low priority for us, but if you bring us help, we will make it a high priority.
Right, well, if we can end these giants, we could likely secure the aid of Betchland, whatever they have, including these so-called fools that they sent after the giants to begin with. Maybe, if any of those poor souls are still alive, we can redirect them to help with the cause against the demons. If she's been fighting the demons for 20 years, and we came from 300 years ago, who's been fighting the demons for those 280 years? Containing them, as you say.
The demons, we don't know their purpose, but they've been building something this whole time. We don't know what.
And now they're starting to pour out.
Exactly. There is something in Greslania, Anders. We don't know what it is.
And do you know what became of the bishop? Has she said anything?
Are you talking about the Bishop of Betchland?
The Bishop of Betchland, indeed.
You're allowed to laugh into the mic.
I just amplify your laughs anyways. Everyone else likes it. I like it.
What?
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
No.
Oh my god.
It's critical.
The Bishop
of Betchland.
I still remember that exact moment.
I know. It's so funny.
The Bishop of Betchland!
And we died.
Yeah. The Bishop, Anders, is a lich. He is the one who commands all. We cannot get close to him. Tonya has led some forces and had been able to reach Greslania, but she gets pushed out every time.
I see.
We had the help of the barbarians for a time, but we've lost contact with them as well. We also have envoys being sent to the giants. These giants that you seek are solitary. There's only 2. They are not connected at all, as we can tell from the main giant tribes.
We must make haste. We need to deal with these giants quickly if we're to secure any help and drive back these demons.
I agree. So do we have an accord? I'll find you these giants, and you will bring back this head and do your best to bring soldiers from Betchland for one final stand against Greslania.
Right. Well, let's go. Let's get these giants.
Very well. He makes another bird sound, and all the bandits up ahead scatter, and they basically disappear. They'll be going back to the front lines. I will help you, though, Uncle.
We'll see what you're made of.
I think you'll see a lot more than I see from you.
You're probably right.
Can someone put that demon head back in the sack for me? It's starting to rot.
Is he talking to just Anders here? Because we're like
away.
right?
Who are you talking to?
We're in the crevasse. Everybody's gone. We're just sitting there.
Crick just twiddling his thumbs.
What do you guys think he's talking about?
Do we leave now?
So just as you're saying that, you see old Anders and young Anders walking back towards you guys. You see all of the bandits above in the cliffs disappear. And you see young Anders scoop the demon head back up into the sack and hand it to his uncle. A promise is a promise.
Indeed. You stay to your end first, though. Let's go.
This way, Uncle.
I took the head. Lads,
It's got like 2 broken horns on it. It's very red and it's got scars and blood marks all over it.
this young Anders is going to show us the way to the giants. We're to deal with them. Then we must go back to Betchland with this demonic head and convince them of the demon threat deep in the mountains, back towards my homeland of Grislania.
So, wait, Anders, younger Anders. You would say this is some sort of...
He looks over at Baelthor.
Doom.
I'm going to call you Yanders. Because it's just easier. Anders and young Anders here. So we got Yanders. Yeah.
You ruined it for me. That's good.
Is it not Doom?
It is very much a doom.
See, Baelthor, it's happening.
Crix all smiles like,
Such good day finding out Doom is... Oh, wait. Crick sometimes forget. Not good Doom coming. Just good Crick no Doom coming.
Who the hell is this guy? What's wrong with him?
That's Crick. He's,
A leader.
and you can see Crick puts his mask on.
Hello.
Oh my god. All right. This way. Come, uncle. I will show you of this doom that you guys want so badly.
It is not that we want this Doom. It's just that Doom coming. And so we must be prepared.
You are right, my friend. The doom is coming. And I will show you the front steps. First, we must take care of these giants. Uncle, introduce me to your companions.
right. So, the small one there, that's Travis Travington.
You want a drink? You want some weed?
I would love some weed.
I got to get some back in Batchland.
Indica or sativa?
It's hybrid.
Yeah.
And the one with the mask and all the scars and all that, that's Crick.
Hello.
I will show you the doom, Crick. You will see.
I know ancestor telling me so long. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We will all be ancestors one day.
This is true. Anders knows these things better than Anders.
Yanders.
That's right. And then my half-elven friend over here is actually a newer acquaintance, and he goes by the name Baelthor.
Well, you are all new acquaintances to me, and it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Isn't Maggie also out right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, and his partner, Maggie.
Yes, that is hard to miss. I am fine with this.
You're a very accepting person.
I have seen demons, and I know that that is not a demon.
Although I have one question. You
How
very,
refreshing.
very accepting of all these different races and creatures, but communist is where you draw a line.
Idiots is where I draw the line.
This makes sense. Okay.
Communism at its core is quite beautiful.
Sure, but
It is
in
always
practice, never work.
It's always the idiots that ruin it. It's hippie fucks that live in these ringed walls and think they are safe, which they are not. They are safe because of us.
Understood.
Fucking dick marks.
Fucking dick marks.
The hour grows late. Follow me. So as you guys are walking and young Anders is leading the way, he knows the way around these mountains better than any survival check you guys could possibly do.
You got 42.
And he is focused on his uncle. And he goes, Uncle, tell me about my mother when she was young. She does not talk about those days.
What a slut.
Fucking savage.
One train after another. She had one of those ticket-taking machines that you see at the bakery.
What kind of brother are you to allow this?
You guys are awful.
Sounds very paladin-like.
We're a very free society in Grislania.
So you're just dirty hippies like Bitchland.
We didn't have any weed. No, we didn't.
That's the difference.
That changes everything.
No, my sister was always a rough and tumble tomboy sort, Never had time for all the ceremonies and, all that nonsense that came with being part of a family of influence. And, she saved my life. I mean, that really says it all there. She's,
She doesn't talk about that either. I would love to hear you talk with her and reconnect some of the dots that have been missing from her past that she will not talk to me about.
I would very much like to see my sister again.
You will. As soon as we deal with this minor task.
Are we there yet?
Where did you find this sword that talks? I have not seen such a thing.
Well, it was gifted to me by the leader of the Dragon Clan out in Faehaven there for rescuing the princess with these lads. Yeah, he let me pick, one treasure out of the vault, and this one looked particularly good. I didn't know he was such an obnoxious bastard at the time, but,
Are you talking about the sword or the one who gifted him to you?
The sword.
Oh.
You've heard him.
Very briefly, can you pull him out?
Arty, someone wants to talk to you.
Here we're close to demons. I've been overhearing everything. I'm really excited. Oh my god, that is terrible.
Yes, it is rather grating, isn't it?
How do you even sneak around anything with that?
It's a good question. I gotta tell him to shut up sometimes.
How close are we? I just really want to kill some demons. Let me tell you, it's in my soul. I just want to just chop them up and beat them down.
Well,
What's in that bag?
Excuse me, Anders's. Maybe we could show Arty demon head.
Oh, they got a demon head. Let me see.
all right. Let's open up my pack here. And there you go. He's a pretty bugger, isn't he? Isn't it?
It's beautiful. Can you just dip me in a little bit? Please, Anders. I'll call you your real name. Just give me a little touch.
All right, I'll oblige.
And he wipes a little bit of the sliced neck onto the blade.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting garlic.
That brings me back. And then I don't know how to explain how the sword gets
Erect.
You're feeling firmer than usual, Arty.
But with that, the sword goes, holy shit. I'm starting to remember something.
Really like killing demons.
The girth of the handle got larger.
It's pulsing.
Pulsing.
There he is.
I wanted to make it just the tip joke.
There was one there.
I know, I just didn't. The timing wasn't right. We were role playing.
You just got to slip it in.
I'm just glad I got to say Anders's.
Anders's.
Yeah, the Anders's.
But if you're me and I'm you, then who am I?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. You're not me. I'm you. Wow.
I'm a clone, baby.
We are all clones.
Goo goo gaga.
Holy fucking shit. I wasn't always a sword. I was a Soviet. Oh shit, it's flooding through me, boys. Arturius the Bold, they would call me. Our world was overrun, and the last of our great cities was under siege. Oh my god, I am getting flooded right now. I am verklempt. The dwarves were digging an exit for us, but it was taking too long. Our defenses were breached, and the hordes came through a bottleneck in the mountains. Oh my god. Stormland needed more time to evacuate. And the dwarves, some mages, they jacked me up with some real powerful magic. And I charged that bottleneck. And I woke up as a sword? Shit, it's gone. Oh. But my name's Arturius, not Arty.
Nice to meet you, Arcturus.
Yeah!
The old, you said?
The Bold.
Oh, bold.
Fucking
yes.
Flanders.
Turnabout is fair play.
Who's this guy anyways? What the fuck?
This is also Anders.
There's two Anders?
With same last name too.
Oh, holy shit. That can't be a coincidence. You guys gotta be related somehow.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it appears we are. This is my nephew.
Ah! He looks better than you do. Hey, ask him if he needs a sword.
You want to go back in the sheath?
Oh, no, I can't.
Then behave yourself.
Okay. I'll be quiet. I know we're close to demons right now, and you cover me in a little bit of demon blood. I really appreciate it. I'll just be quiet, and I'll be ready for anything. Your buddy Arturius.
Your old buddy Arturius.
Two-timing sword.
What's that mean?
You're looking to jump into the arms of a younger Anders at the moment's notice.
I mean, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry what I said.
I won you fair and square.
You did?
Yes.
How?
and I freed you from that tomb of a vault.
Oh, yeah, you did do that. You did do that.
So a little gratitude would be nice, maybe.
Just let me see the stars tonight.
We'll see. Maybe if you can shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Where is that thing, anyways?
What?
Your mouth, yes. What do you speak out of?
Look around. I'm going to say something, and then you tell me where it comes from.
There's just like two lips that appear on
Lipsticked up.
on the handle. Very human mouth.
Uncle, you are full of surprises.
Yes, sometimes I argue with swords. It can't be helped. Oh, you heard the bastard.
Well, if he wants to kill demons, we will have many for him ready. Yeah! This guy's awesome!
And there's younger. You should know. And there's older. He... a very big hero. He's good man now. Maybe he had times where he not so good, but since Creekfind, he is very good. He's hero, Fairhaven.
There's a long way to go, Masked Man. Why don't you tell me about these heroics from my uncle?
Sure.
And then, like, along the road, starts telling some of the tales of Anders and Crick and Travis.
Baelthor will be listening quite closely because I don't think he's heard all of the stories anyways.
So there's your uncle standing under the tree, and I shoot out the beehive, right? True fucking story.
And then
nice.
we got the honey to the old people. Successful.
It was one of most wild adventures of entire Creek crew.
That's the story we choose to tell.
Yeah.
So you guys will travel on until eventually nighttime happens, and you will have to find a place for a camp. Travis, put those dice down. I know this area quite well. He sees Travis like shrug and be like, I mean, I really need help finding a good area to settle down with camp. If you would help me with your...
Yeah, great. I hope you can find somebody to help you with that. Yeah, he's kind of a dick. And I don't mean Richard.
Nice.
I got some tricks I can show you.
Anders, without being asked, will aid a survival check. And he shall.
I reluctantly look around and I aid as well.
Yeah, and what is your roll?
14.
24.
Good job, Travis. You found the exact caves I was going to rest in anyways. You are a very elite tracker.
So condescending.
Right? Fucking asshole.
Sense motive. I have sense motive. There we go. 21.
21? Ooh. You think young Anders is full of shit? And that he's patronizing you.
I'm going to be the adult here and just kind of nod and go, these are some nice caves.
And you guys find a cave in the mountains hidden away behind some brush that young Anders has clearly used many times, as there is a stash behind a rock to build a fire and everything you need for a nice peaceful night. And you guys need to bed down for the evening and set up some watches.
Synchronized watches.
Baelthor will volunteer to watch the darkest time with Maggie. Whenever it's darkest.
So not the first watch?
Second shift, I guess?
Yeah.
I'm okay in the dark as well, actually.
I will take the first shift. And he mentions to everyone that the danger points are north and south, but there's no kind of east and west. So he kind of lays out where if anyone was going to come from any direction, these are the kind of directions you want to look out for, as he's very seasoned in this area. And he says, don't forget to look to the sky as well. There are giant bats around.
We've stopped in bat country, have we?
Watch out for the bat horses.
I remember one of the lines from the Avenged Sevenfold song.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Gets rid of the pain of being a man. So good.
Yep.
All right, so young Anders will take the first watch, Baelthor the second watch. Who will take the third, fourth, and fifth?
Travis will take the middle.
Hidden Creek.
And Anders on last watch.
Sure.
All right. So you guys set up for the night. Does anyone want to do anything before bed?
Once Crick is on watch, he wishes to do something, but not before.
Okay.
Anders will once again commune with Okrama and, check in once again and continue to play his part and hope for his renewed powers to continue working.
You definitely feel an Acroma connection like you haven't felt in a long time.
The pendant got all warm, if I recalled.
Yeah, and it's still warm, and the closer you get to Gresslania, the warmer it gets. And also just connecting with some family who, as they said, also worships Acroma. You feel quite in tune with Acroma right now. So young Anders will take the first watch. And after that watch is done, he goes over to wake up Baelthor.
Baelthor will awaken and summon Maggie to his side to join him for the watch.
And again, young Anders kind of points in a couple directions for you to look out and as well as up.
And it's pitch black, basically.
Yeah, there's a half moon out there, so there's a little bit, but it was overcast during the day as well, so it is definitely hard to see around. So you want to use your ears more than your eyes at this point, if anything was to...
And we don't currently have any light, right? Our fire's out.
Well, I assume you guys made a light in the cave? Or no?
But right now.
I think we would make fire, but just keep it covered from out of...
Yeah, you're in a cave inside a bush, so yeah.
Yeah.
But no light outside of that really, except for a half moon in the sky. So nothing happens on your watch?
Travis is awoken and he's ready to have his watch. And he's doing most of the same things. He's still kind of, as he's moving around, he's looking for those shadows. Well, there's lots of shadows at this point now. The long shadows. And then he's going to spend some time singing some light dwarven songs and trying to connect to his mum.
Travis, make a perception check.
16.
With a 16, in the far distance, you hear... "Ah!" You know that was from very far away.
Okay, and as I have heard that, does it sound like it's getting closer?
No, it does not sound like it's getting closer. You felt like you heard a scream from very far away. In the dead silence of night, it was easier to hear as there's no birds flapping around, there's no animals around. You're talking dead silence, and you heard a cry from deep north.
Okay, I'm actually going to go wake up Yanders.
It's the morning already.
No, I heard some noise over there, and I thought you might know what's out there. What's out that way?
Oh, I do know, my friend. Those are the survivors from Betchland.
Okay, Travis just kind of nods and goes, okay, well then I know where we're going in the morning. Sorry to disturb you.
No, that's all right. Hopefully they're alive when we get there, but we do need our rest.
Yeah, okay. And Travis will go back to finish his watch.
And it is next for Crick.
Okay, yes. And this was young Yanders that woke me up?
No, I did. I let him go back to sleep. I just wanted to ask him if he knew what it was.
And you can communicate this.
Yeah, I say I heard, if you hear any noises, I heard some, I guess it would be screaming or something coming from up north there where we're heading.
Oh, and what is?
Yanders just says it's the screams of the betches.
Yes, of course. He did warn of these things earlier. Okay, you take your rest. It's Crick time.
Okay, thanks.
And what does Crick get up to on his watch?
Crick will sit in crisscross applesauce near fire with fingers out in meditative stance, you see. He wishes to speak with incest. He gives Travis 5-10 minutes to sleep first, but after some times, he tries to commune with ancestors. He wishes to speak with Blark.
Oh, so you want to enter a deep meditative state and try to communicate with Blark on your watch.
I don't know that this would be deep meditative state, but he wishes to try to speak with him, yes.
Okay.
Keeping eyes open, looking around, but he understands that ancestors don't always speak big.
Yeah.
So he speak to them. He know they hear, but not always they speak big.
Yeah.
So he telling Blark, what happened? These orcs, they send other orcs to slay poor Crick. What happened you? You let them beat you? Because he have built? So he gives him strength? This not enough to stop mighty Blark. Something else happened. Crick know these things. After, Crick sit motionless for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. He look around, he listen, but he also listen deeper.
Yeah, so you're on watch, hoping for some sort of connection from Blark. No encounters happen during this time, but you're not really getting anything from Blark either.
Okay.
Sounds like you will need a deeper meditative state to truly communicate with Blark again.
Okay.
Sometimes with the ancestors, they come to you when you least expect it, not when you call to them. And you feel like these are one of these times. And your watch ends.
Like Crick think, he know the ancestors here, but not always they say back. This okay. After he finished with watch time, he go to wake up Anders. Pock, Anders!
What?
No time for drinks. Go to watch.
Oh, yes. I'll have to open my eyes the old-fashioned way. All right.
He slaps himself in the face a couple of times.
Is Travis tell Crick, sounds to north, probably not good, but not imminent. This should be just the peoples from Bitchland. The very nice peoples from Bitchland. Something happened, remember, them to north. So probably them, but anyways, good night.
Screams of agony. Wonderful.
Indeed.
Another scream happens as you guys pass the torch from one to the other. And Anders, do you get up to anything in your watch?
Maybe he's just taking a really hard shit.
All right.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I can understand it. Get some more fiber. Get some more fiber.
Yeah, some Metamucil.
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Sponsorship.
Cans of beans.
Are you gonna let the sword see the stars?
Well, as long as he's not going to scream his head off. Is it even starry anymore? I mean, I'm the last watch, right?
Well, it's the moment before the sun starts to rise. You got about an hour and a half. There are 5 people on watch, so
Right.
they're short watches.
He's gonna whisper to the sword, "Look, sword, if you can contain yourself, I can bring you out. You can see the stars." All right, I'm doing it now. Don't you scream. You scream, you're going right back in. All right, there's no demons here.
This is nice. Just like Verdant used to do. We used to just sit under the stars and talk about life. He was way better than you were, though. Like, so much stronger and
Son of a bitch.
Okay, we'll just enjoy this moment together. That's okay.
I could probably find a pile of horse shit around here somewhere. I can swing you through it if you'd like.
That's all right. I don't need the horse shit. Let's just enjoy this moment together while your DM rolls for a random encounter.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
I think we just got a random encounter. I don't know what's happening.
Roll a perception check.
Oh no.
21.
You hear the beating of multiple wings flying towards your camp. And it was a terrible idea to bring that sword out. To find out why, you're going to have to listen next time.
Fucking Arty.
Yeah.
Bat
Had to pull out that sword.
And Arty.